Welcome to the application workflow on Braille signage, part 3 on printing for the Versa Object MO series. First, we need to have our media setup guide. We are going to use a preset for this example on a piece of acrylic. If you don't know how to do that, there's another video on our Printer Care 101 series to setting up a media preset. So select it and hit next. And then we are going to set the table height. Because we are going to be printing multiple layers, 7 to 8 layers of gloss ink in addition to our CMYK, we will need to add additional height or item depth to make sure that the print head doesn't accidentally collide with the layers that we have spent printing. So slide the table back and then hit Automatic Setup. The MO series printer, we're using an MO180 here at the office, will then make its adjustment and set the print head height. And in order to make sure that we are safe, we are going to move down an additional 0.04 inches or about 1 millimeter to allow for that embossing height, and then hit Save Settings. Hit Change, and this is an optional step to define the size of your substrate. In our case, we are using a 7x5 piece of acrylic, so the print area has already been determined. And hit Complete Setup. And here you see the setup guide with the size and the height. You can close the lid. We're going to go over to VersaWorks here and verify our groups. A quick note that remember the Braille workflow only works with our VBOND inks in the MO series, as a little reminder. So open up the first file. And this is going to be matte embossing, and it will be 7 layers. The second layer are white and CMYK. And make sure we're doing 2 overprints with that. And they're job grouped together, so the matte embossing will print first, and then the CMYK second on top of it. For further details, you can look over in part 2 with how to set up the file in VersaWorks. So select Print, and the job will begin ripping. The control panel on the MO series printer will then start changing, and as it receives the data. It might do a quick little maintenance cleaning before it begins printing. And we are printing with the cover up, which is for our demonstration here, but we recommend having the cover down due to the UV light. And after the cleaning cycle finishes, you will see the display of the job that you are printing. In this case, that blue color still denotes that you're going to be printing gloss. And then the timer with the general print progress bar at the very top. And we'll count down as you continue to print. And you can see here on the gloss layers, you can see the depth already as it's finishing up printing. And the control panel on the MO series, as it gets close, will denote your progress as almost being finished. And after it does, it will switch over to our second file in the job group, our white and CMYK layer. The display on the control panel will also change. And once again, the progress bar at the very top will give you a general countdown for the progress. And it'll start printing the white and CMYK layers in your second job grouping. And as you notice, the blue color for the picnic bench and the rest area text, and black for your Braille, just as we had in our original file setup. And as you get closer to completion, the progress bar will fill up. And after it is done printing, the printing table will slide forward, and you're able to open the cabinet and inspect your finished piece. And the control panel will reflect that once it is finished, it will move back that's ready to accept your next print job. You've now successfully gone through the application workflow. Please be sure to download the documentation and check with your state and local regulations. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.